Hey there everyone! Welcome back to my channel! Miraculously, it hasn't been that long since I last posted, yay! Now, for today's video, we'll be doing a book haul where I share with you guys what I got, of course, and I'll be explaining a little bit about these books that I got, as well as maybe saying a few thoughts on it. And after the book haul, I'll be having a bit of a Q&A since I posted on my Insta story a few days ago and my friends replied to that. So I'm really excited to get on with that as well. If you guys have any more questions you'd like to ask me at the end of this video, feel free to ask me in the comments. Alright everyone? With that said, let's get on with it. Yeah! Let me first tell you guys a little about the bookstore that I went to the other day. So it is a secondhand bookstore located about 30 minutes from where I live, and they actually have really nice reads. So they sell their books per kilo, and so I got these books for a really good price, and I'm really happy with my purchase. They were also so kind and accommodating. They even gave me these bookmarks, which I find so adorable. See? And with that said, here are the books that I got. First off, I want to start with these two books. So this one is a Magic Tricks book that I got for my brother, since I thought that he might find it interesting. I did read a little bit into it and I was confused, so we definitely need to take our time learning these tricks. Second is this Dr. Seuss book. Now, I was really surprised and happy to have found this. This is my first Dr. Seuss book. I feel like this is also the first time I'm seeing one physically, so I'm really happy. Ta-da! Let me show you its pages, maybe a few of them. I really love the illustrations. Ta-da! Alright. Now, for the second batch of books, I got 3 paperbacks and 1 hardbound. Oh, by the way, guys, I got all of these for, I think, around 300 pesos. So it was such a good price for all of these books. Now, I'm going to go through them one by one. First, I got this. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's called Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. This actually, I mostly pick these books based on their book cover. I don't think I'm the only one who does it, but I pick them by book cover and there's hypnosis in the back, to which I did try looking for one here, but it's mostly comments or feedback from people. But I did search it up when as soon as I got home, and I also read about, I think I'm already into 160 something pages, so that's how much I was hooked into this book. And it's basically about this 24-hour bookstore which has some weird activities going on with it. By weird, I mean they have this book club, and this book club consists of weird people who borrow books that are basically just big thick books filled with all these codes, these cryptic messages that they're trying to solve. Why they're solving it, I do not know yet, but it's apparently the key to life or something. So after I finish this book, I'm definitely going to tell you guys more about it, and we'll see where it goes. Alright, so next in my book haul is this book called Honor. And right off the bat, I noticed that it is a penguin book, and that's something that I don't see very often. So I'm really glad to have found this in the wild. And I also really found the story of it really nice. So I read a bit of its summary, and I believe it is about a Turkish family moving to London and with the goal of preserving or carrying on the memories of their late mother. And I really love that. I feel like that alone already resonated something in me. Since I am a mama's girl, I hope that I make that very obvious, and she's one of the biggest supporters in my life. Actually, she's also the biggest supporter of my reading journey, since she's always driving me to these bookstores that I want to visit. She's always allowing me to buy books, even though I already bought so much. So I really thank you, my mother. I really thank my mother. I love her so much, and I also want to give her a special shout out in this video. Now, moving on, we have this 44 Scotland Street, and this was the first book that I picked from the bookstore. So I actually already forgot what this book is about, even though I read the back of it. So let's read it together, guys. When Pat, on her second gap year and a source of somewhere to her parents, is accepted as a new tenant at number 44, she isn't quite sure how long she'll last. Okay? Her flatmate Bruce, a rugby-playing chartered surveyor, is impossibly narcissistic, carelessly philandering, and also handsome. Downstairs lives the glorious pretentious Irene, whose precocious 5-year-old is in therapy after setting fire to his father's copy of The Guardian. And then there is the shrewd intellectual Domenica MacDonald, mysteriously employed but a sharp-eyed observer of the house's activities in her spare time. Alright, okay, I'm in for an interesting read, so I'm very excited about this one. Last but not the least is this hardbound book that I got. So, as you can already tell just from the cover, it is a fantasy book. So, from what I understood from its hypnosis is that it's about two sisters who have a lot going on in their world, and I think they have to face those for them to reunite once more. And I think that's really lovely, since I feel like most fantasy stories aren't exactly centered around that kind of story. So I'm really looking forward to this one. And I must say though that I'm not that keen on fantasy, since, well, I don't know, I really never it really never caught my eye. But this one, the thing about a secondhand bookstores is that you'll never know what you're going to find there, and you never know what kind of a hidden gem you're going to find there. It's like you're a pirate looking for a treasure chest. You don't even know what's inside there, but you know that you'll be delighted. And I believe that's the beauty in secondhand stores, which makes the experience a lot more magical for me. And I think it's also something that I'd encourage my readers, my viewers here, who are just as passionate with books as I am. And maybe if you're not, or interested at least in getting into one, then secondhand bookstores are my go-to places. So anyway, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for staying until the end. And I hope that I'll be able to share more of my passion for books with you guys. And I hope that this too will be able to maybe reignite that reading passion inside of you once again. Or if you're really interested in starting, then go for it. Because one thing that I would always recommend to people is that they should read. It doesn't matter what genre, it doesn't matter what topic, they should just read, as long as it's their passion, as long as it's something that they would really indulge in for hours and hours, then go for it, everyone. Alright, that is all for me. Thank you guys so much, and see you in the next video. Bye!